before my disclaimer. I am completely overwhelmed that so many of you are here, and thank you. Thank you, not just because you're here, but also thank you because we just found out that the book is on the crowd. Speak directly in the microphone. I'm too tall for this microphone. I'll just hang over it. So, very angry here. But also, thank you, because I just found out that the book is for a full month has been on the New York Times bestseller list, and it came as a huge surprise to everyone, including myself. And what's so awesome about that is I just keep going back to the fact that the reason why the book is so popular is because of us. It's because of all of the misfits out there who are like, we're together. We're doing this together. And I think it's so amazing to have this like group of fantastic misfits. As a matter of fact, somebody on the blog said something like the misfit mating call should be like something like, get the book away from me! But still, there are some things that bring us all together. Pictures never allowed to get even on the internet. Somebody yesterday asked me, is Victor ever right? And I was like, yeah, he's right like 95% of the time, but I only write about the 5%. So it would ruin everything if he got on the internet over. So yeah. So the question was, so Stephenie Meyer, who wrote all the Twilight books, came to one of my book signings to have her book signed, which freaked the hell out of me. I was like, she did. Oh. She did. And I, as I was signing it, first of all, I spelled her name wrong. Like I spelled Stephenie wrong. But she spells it in a weird way, so it's her fault. So then I basically said, sorry. Everything I've ever said about Twilight in my entire life. Because I'm a really big fan of Twilight, which is why I have to write about how stupid it is. Because if you're a really big fan, you have to either love the movie or hate the movie, or love the book or hate the book, and you've got to make fun of it. And I actually went to one of the Twilight premieres, like my town's premiere. It was like 8 people there. And I was dressed as a werewolf, in a full werewolf costume. And she said, no, actually I saw that, I thought it was great, and maybe you could come with me too when we do the next premiere. And I was like, yeah. She was like, and you can werewolf Blitzer. So, if I wasn't a writer or a blogger, I would be doing drugs. Writing is such therapy to me, and when I have something that happens to me that's maybe really bad or really traumatic, or I'm having a hard time with something, I write it, and when I shut the page, it feels like it's kind of caught in between pages, and so I can go on and feel a little less stressed or anxious or whatever it is that I'm feeling. And so, honestly, I really think I would be doing a lot of drugs. I mean, I think writing saved me. That's a terrible answer, but it is the right answer. Meeting all of their nerd icons is amazing and wonderful, not in the least because they are exactly how you want them to be. They are totally normal, completely sweet, and so amazingly down to earth. And there's something so wonderful about that. My favorite person that I've ever met was Neil Gaiman, who wrote Sandman and like a ton of other stuff. But Sandman changed my life. Sandman was for me like the pinnacle of, oh my God, writing changed lives. And he has given me such great advice, and one piece of advice that he gave to me that I always share, and it's interesting because he just did a commencement and talked about it in his commencement, so it's interesting that we both talked about it. But when I was working on the audiobook, I was have really bad anxiety disorder, and I was terrified, and the people that were doing, the producers, when I was speaking, they would say, we can hear it in your voice, you can hear how scared you are, you really need to work on this, let's, well, why don't you take a break and then come back? And so I DM'd him and said, well, what do I do? Like, I know you've done this before, tell me something, just tell me something that'll make this okay, because they're going to kick me out, and I'm going to fail at this, and I just feel like a total loser. And he said, pretend you're good at it. And there was something so perfect about that, and that is exactly what I did. Is I walked in and I was like, I can do this. I'm someone else, and I did it. And any time when I'm terrified of something, that's what as a matter of fact, it's written on my arm, because I had to write on the way. I was like, okay, don't throw up and pretend you're good at it. Nathan Fillion has not returned my calls. And I'm under the impression that this is not going to. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people that I know that work on Castle who come to the things and they've been like, yeah, he's not going to do it. Which is a little disappointing, but I have baked the Nader Tater, and I think it's going to pull through. I think it's going to pull through, and I think it's going to happen. And what's really nice is I kind of gave up a little bit, and yesterday I asked Barack Obama if he'd give me a picture of himself holding Twine, and I got a response from his team that they were like, we'll see what we can do. Dallas, they serve booze, lots and lots of booze, and so by the time that I got out there, everyone was drunk. And like that point of drunk, like there's a happy point of drunk where people are like, yeah. And then there's that other part of drunk where people are like, yeah. And it was that. It was uncomfortable. And so people were like, they weren't heckling me, but they were just heckling in general. And so it was kind of uncomfortable, but it was awesome. It was fine. But every time I would try to sneak in to go to the bathroom, everyone was throwing up in there. Get a toilet that didn't have vomit on it, and then someone passed out, hit the back of her head. The ambulance came. They set all the alarms off in the system. The fire engines came. So I bought Beyonce the giant metal chicken. Obviously, we had a pretty big argument about it, which is people don't realize that we have really one rule in our house, and that's I can't post anything that we are currently truly fighting about, because Victor's like, you're gonna win because you'll have the internet on your side. I'm gonna win because I'm right. So I waited. It was like a week after. I had to wait until he was like, it's okay, it's fine, I like Beyonce, it's all right. What was awesome is that he went out and bought like a big metal egg so that Beyonce could so deep down, he does love Beyonce. He does. You can't convince the very angry people on the internet who are still very mad that I bought that chicken. How dare you spend your husband's money? If I had a nickel for every time somebody had said that, I could pay for Beyonce.